What's up, Poteen? How's it going, man? I'm just going to start off running the protos out on the island here. I don't really know what the plan for today is. I might just goof off for a while and call it a short day. I might end up running a bunch of dungeons. We'll see. I am apparently going to just get a bunch of these stalkers on me, so that's a thing. And that person just killed a salamander, so I just missed the first proto in the rotation. Well, on to next. I'll circle back around to the salamander when I'm done with everything else. Yes, not currently on rooftops. But you never know. Could be rooftop bound. Cover the crab and crows, because that's what you do. And I know I should be riding my idiot pony to go quicker, but the Yule Elk is just such a cool mount, I kind of can't not ride it. I mean, I don't go all the way to riding a 32% mount like some people here do. Again, I do greatly enjoy the fact that I have the account-wide 78% speed. I have absolutely gotten my money's worth out of that. Light the bird on fire. This hunter here is definitely absolutely murdering things, so I don't have to worry about doing a whole lot of damage. I could just send the cat in and call it a day, but I'll throw in some burning pine cones and stuff like that, and tiny, tiny worthless legs. Okay, let's see. Doesn't look like the tree's up yet, so I'm just gonna take a quick detour down here and chop some wood. I just wanted to make sure that the hunter wasn't going for these branches before I chopped them. I don't want to be that jerk who just takes all the resources while somebody else is actually playing the game. And in the meantime, I'll let the cat go play over there. But the tree should be spawned. Oh, speak of the devil, the tree spawned. And to make this quick, I'm going to murder of crows it as well. Again, just such a good boss killing skill. I really think that for short bursts of time between the links, murder of crows, and like a few other skills, the Lore Master might be my highest burst DPS in some circumstances compared to my other DPS. It's just that, you know, the Lore Master absolutely can't sustain the DP. Bad kitty. Bad kitty. The Lore Master just doesn't have like the actual sustain that a true DPS class has. But for those brief bursts of time when Murder of Crows isn't on cooldown, absolutely wicked.
Greetings, kind traveler.
Okay, so there's these four handed in.
Kind traveler.
Now I'm going to dip back around, swing back to the Salamander, and by the time I get there, Murder of Crows should almost be ready to use. So that I can basically just nuke the Salamander, come back, and call it a day. What am I still in combat with? Something is still attacking me. Oh, I bet it's that beetle. No? There we go. There's a very slow jungle stalker that's been following me all this way and leaving me stuck in combat. And it's going to reset right when I'm ready to attack it. Because, of course. Alright, gonna kill the Salamander and call it a day. Dip out of the island. Murder of Crows is just so wrong. Kind of curious what it's. Yeah, it's just a whole bunch of 17,000, 61,000, 17,000, 20,000, just constant burst of damage. Trouble is, it only lasts for 20 seconds, and it's on a 2-minute cooldown. So it can't exactly be a strong part of a true rotation.
Fair winds to you.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, not last night, but night before, I woke up at about 2:30 or 3 in the morning to a bunch of nice, loud popping noises that was all of the breakers turning themselves back on after apparently the storm had knocked our power out, but nothing came back on gracefully. So that was a fun, oh crap, waking up moment. All right, so let's see. I need to do 2 more Umbar instances on this character to do my 6 for the week. And I ran a solo arena on my lunch break. Oh, is it your guys' turn to get something nasty? Yeah. I mean, we kind of always are like at, we're pretty much always most times of the year at risk of being the, okay, yep, there's thunderstorms coming through here. But again, that's just Gulf Coast life. So I will do Isle of Storms. And I just want to knock as many of these kind of almost done weeklies out on some of my characters. Because they reset on Thursdays in the morning or late Wednesday evening. And if I play something else tomorrow, I just don't want to have that, oh, you were 1 delving shy of finishing your weekly. Sucks to be you. So I want to just kind of cycle through characters and get these taken care of. Dude, the Lynx is a beast, I'm telling you. Plus, doing these gets me more of the Umbari Tam, and I'm trying to get my 100 of them to turn in for 500 embers before that quest resets. This character, I just don't have as many on them, because I don't tend to do as many of the dailies on them. So, like, my champion is constantly capped on them, so turning in 500 is just like, oh, sure, here you go. Or turning on 100 rather, is just like, here, sure you go. This character doesn't usually have as many. Yeah, you still running that kind of a melee build you were playing around with as your primary, or have you switched to something else silly? Gotcha, so you're running them both out of the same trait tree. It's just a case of what focuses on what. That makes sense. Okay, we're gonna put the cat away so that I can skirt these mobs over here. Because as long as you're careful here and the game doesn't decide it's gonna screw you over, you can just walk right past both of those poles up to here. Yeah, at some point in time, I'll start actually doing more on the Lore Master to the point where I'll need something other than just my blue line. But really all I use this character for is, you know, soloing and doing stuff like this. So I haven't bothered to do like a real, like a group spec, a yellow line build or anything like that. I have enough yellow in this build here that I can throw a lot of debuffs. So technically this character could be like an off DPS and a semi-CC and debuffer in a group if I needed to. That's just not the focus. Let's crows that guy and... crows didn't last long enough. Oh well. When we ran this place on tier 3 a little while back, I ran with a really good lore master, and they used Murder of Crows on the captain in that pull there, which let us basically just leave the captain alive, because the captain has a ton of hit points on tier 3 in here, and Murder of Crows basically just kept ticking away on the captain, and because we were not doing any damage other than that to the captain, other than me keeping aggro, it was just like absolutely eating his buddies alive with the AoE damage. It was great. Catch, of course, is I don't have Murder of Crows up for this guy, but don't really need it, because me and the Lynx can still take him out just fine. And even though this is Vitality, Crit Rating, and Agility, I'm still actually going to equip it. The reason for that is I apparently have been leaving jewelry on my Runekeeper and not putting it back in shared storage. So this character was running with an empty gear slot for the last week or so. So this at least puts something in that gear slot, even though it's agility statted. it still has, what was it? A bunch of vitality and a bunch of crit rating. So the agility doesn't do me a whole lot of good. As a lore master, I get... Actually, agility isn't that bad. So, as a lore master, I get 2 points of tactical mastery and critical rating for every point of agility. I didn't think it was giving me tactical mastery too. And 1 point of finesse for every point of agility. So screw it. Agility actually is not terrible. I'll take it. I would still rather have will, but agility is not a wasted stat on the lore master like it used to be. Get our one more trash pull here. I love the fact that these tornadoes, these like cyclone things, are crowd controllable. So when the extras spawn, I can just stun one of them and leave it mezzed. It's a little bit weird, you know, mezzing a tornado. But, you know, I'm not asking questions here. And now the big dumb bird. Again, I hate the fact that this dude has so many cycles where he goes immune while he does his stuff because he confuses pets. Pets do not know how to keep re-attacking when a mob has done an immune cycle because it is doing a mechanic. So they just return. But nobody ever accused Lotro pets of being smart. Alright, so that's one of the 2 I need to get done out of the way, and I got another flickering essence box, so another one of those purple essences to stat out gear, which is awesome, because I go through those like candy. And now a quick solo streets run, and then I'll see what else I have left to do on this character before I swap over to somebody else.
Now known as Kasha, has been transporting a draft of the vilest make. We now grasp at his heels.
I'll probably hop on the champ next just to see if anybody is putting groups together and looking for something. I don't know if I'm gonna actually like proper look for something, but I'll keep an eye on LFF chat for a little bit. Tier 4 last night was a little bit draining. Oh, that's That's what it is the cat is stuck trying to walk directly up the platform to get to these guys as opposed to using the damn steps. Seriously. The steps are right there, cat. Right there. I think this cat is confused, and I'm just going to put him away and summon a new version of him. Because that is multiple times now that he just got very confused and either stopped attacking or stopped pathing. So, his brother's coming out. This wound shouldn't be that bad over time. I'll just kind of let it tick here for a minute. Cycling a new pet. Because, of course, pet cycling is still a thing. And yes, the pet is absolutely doing the lion's share of the work here. Feline pun fully intended. So I love it. The cat can figure out how to go around all of this debris and get to the trapper over there, but it couldn't figure out the stairs that were right in front of it earlier. Sometimes I just don't know. Last trash pull, and then I should only have to cycle in one more pet. This one's about to die and all of its stuff is off cooldown.
I've had enough! This fire cannot possibly be worth all this! I should have dealt with you from the beginning!
care of Big Ugly real quick. And honestly, I don't even know why I used Murderer Crows here. He was almost dead by the time it came around. But it's fun. Alright, so that gets me my 6 Umbar dungeons for the week on this character, with all the accompanying goodies. And let's see. Oh, 97 TAM short. Do I have... Okay, I do still have delving quests that need to be finished, and my high tier delving is at 5 of 10. So I will hop to the Bloody Eagle and do the couple of quick ones in there. That should give me 2 quick completions and enough Umbari Tam to turn that quest in. I don't think I got anything else good from those. Nope, just a bunch of junk. So, do the Beast of Belfless here real quick. And let's see. I need to do something with my inventory. So all of this junk goes away. I really should open those crafting boxes, but I'll do that later. And I'm going to goof off and do something that's probably dumb and just run this at tier 10 as opposed to the usual tier 7. I don't think it's going to be that much worse. I was doing them on my champ earlier on tier 10, so I mean, how bad could it be on a character that's not nearly as geared out or as spec'd out as a champ? What could possibly go wrong? I've got a cat, I should be fine. Cat's about to die. Oh, but he is taking that rockworm with him. Well, the cat absolutely did his job there. Was not expecting that to become a 3-pull, but you know, made it go quicker. Oh, and we have a Delving Storm. Hopefully it'll stay put. No, it's kind of wandering towards us, of course. That Delving Storm just wants to be in the worst possible spot. So I'm gonna run past it here and just send the cat in. And hopefully don't get delving storms beyond that. Oh, and we already aggro the big guy. I should be able to get debuffs up, get the cat some heals, and still take the big guy. So yeah, tier 10, piece of cake. I think that today's malices were just really easy, frankly. Sometimes that happens. You just draw a combo that's, you know, really easy, either for the character you're playing or stuff like that. Okay, so that gave me tier 10 delving chest, which, wow. 40 delving writs and a box of crafting materials. So not the best tier 10 reward,
There is much
I
to be
gotta
done,
say.
and fewer hands by which to do it.
We'll do tasty crab. Oh, that's right. You don't get it. You don't get Umbari Tam for this. For some reason, I had it in my head that you got them for these missions. Well, that sucks. I would have come here in a different order if I had remembered that. Well. And yes, I realize that that was not a smart thing that I just did there, but still. It's fun. Sometimes you just have to pull the AoEs out and see how many crabs at a time you can take into delving. And also, apparently, once again, get your cat killed. Because you were not paying any attention to pet's health. This is called, Do You Really Want Stands as a Healer in Your Group? I watch health bars, sure. Should be one more crab trap after this. And of course there's a crab in my way. There's always a crab in the way here. And there will likely be one crab in the way on my way to the big crab. Yep, there it is. It's almost like this place has patterns.
Do you have need of something?
Let's see if I got anything good from the delving chest. Let's see. Pristine, discerning delver's leggings. So will, vitality, physical mitigation, and finesse. So kind of meh. Not terrible, but certainly not something to write home about. But can always be melted for writs.
There is much to be done, and fewer hands by which to
Okay,
do it.
so that is 7 of 10 of my tier 6 delvings. So I can do natural disaster.
What news has come in with the tide?
And what the heck, I'll do this one at 10 as well. Because it went well last time. I'm sure it'll go well this time too. Okay, maybe I should pay a little bit more attention to, planning and things like that. Actually use my skills like a real lore master. Which I know is crazy talk. And now, of course, for the eternal lore master question in here. How many different branches, rocks, roots, and trees can the pet get themselves stuck on when they lose the ability to do pathing? Oh, this is a protection storm. I will take it. Again, the thing I love about the the Delving Storms is that they can be good or bad. It's not all the lightning or fire storms. Some of them do protection, some of them do healing. For the bad guys as well as me. But it's a neat little touch for the epic malices. Like this one here, just popped a storm of healing. So I want to kill this tree before the healing storm gets to it. Where are you, cat? There you are. Oh man, there's people trying to put together a raid group. One, they're trying to put together a raid group on a Tuesday night, which is maybe just a little bit off. But apparently they have 10 of 12. They just need both tanks. And then, of course, somebody else chimed in LFF chat. Tanks are on strike. We had a meeting. All right, let's give this cat a break and pull out a new one. There are things that I definitely do not want to do on a Tuesday evening, and one of them is tank a pug the first time I actually am in Mokta Corvo, learning it on a raid that has not found any tanks yet, or potentially had tanks previously and lost them. That's just a whole bunch of nope. There's that tree there. Nope. I didn't do my heal in time. I really should have. That whole paying attention and watching surroundings and all that madness. Oh man, there's somebody looking for, what's their gear look like? Well, they've definitely been through it. There's a Guardian tank looking to put together an Isle Tier 5 run. And it would be really nice to just be able to DPS, but it is Isle Tier 5. If they're still looking when I get out of this, which I doubt they will be, because they're looking for DPS and heals, which are going to fill up quickly. But yeah, when this is over, I might see if they are still looking. And see if they want a champ. But I actually do want to finish this because I'm right at the end, and it would suck to have gone through all of these tier 10 mobs and not get to the end. Wow, all the Delving Storms have been the protection and healing storms today. That is kind of wild. I wonder if that is a normal way they do the patterns. Big Tree is a little bit nastier today on tier 10 than he usually is. Well, we got him. Okay, Isle did fill up, which is not surprising. I did not think I was going to have time to finish up this run and have them not have found a DPS looking to do a 3-man. That poor Mocked Corbo raid is still looking for both their tanks.
Do you have need of something?
Okay, after this I have got to clean some of these things out. Ooh. That delving chest just got me delving writs and 3 of these delving Edelharn tokens. So that's kind of crappy.
There is much to be done and fewer hands by which to do it.
Alright, so I need to do 2 more tier 6 delvings, but I also need to get 3 more Umbari Tam. So what I can do is if I travel to, if I use the return to Umbar, that'll put me by one of the gates. And what I can do is just go knock out one of the hunting camp quests really quickly, because that'll give me a couple of Tam.
Good day to you, traveler.
Then I should be able to do Andrath, then back to Clegger, and at least, that should give me at least 2 more good delvings. I don't think I'm going to go so far as to do the 15 weekly delvings, because I only have 8 done so far, and I'll be at 10 when I do my next 2. But I at least want to get the 10 tier 6 and above knocked out, so that that one will not get eaten by the reset. Alright, so any one of these dailies that I finish here should give me the 3 Tam that I need.
Do you have
So most
need
likely
of
that's just going to be
There
Crocs.
is much to be done, and fewer hands by which to do it.
But I'll get in whatever kills I can get here so that I at least have progress towards next time I want to do this. Thank you for following xLewis24 or xLouis. I'm not sure pronunciation wise there. I am just doing some of the Umbari Hunters Camp dailies out here. I'm probably just going to finish one of these because all I'm really doing this one for is getting the last 3 Umbari Tam I need for my weekly turn-in. Then I'm going to go back to knocking out a couple more Delvings on this character. I'm just kind of doing my wrapping up various weekly bits. Oop. Crab jumped me. Sneaky. Hey, what's up, Churro dude? How's it going? I am just out here cruising around, killing crocs and crabs and such for the hunters camp. I'm letting my cat get out and get some exercise, letting him play with the local wildlife some. So right now, I think I have 5 max level characters. I don't play a lot of them because I've been focusing primarily on my champion, and my Runekeeper kind of as the second. I also have this Lore Master is max level. I have a Hunter and a Guardian at max level as well. The Hunter and Guardian don't get much play right now. Always support your local Berserker. Which is funny because the Berserker is the name of the trait line that I play on my champion a lot. The red line champion trait tree is the Berserker. Okay, awesome. So that got me the 3 Umbari Tam I need to turn in here for my Tam for Embers.
Is a free city at last.
And I can leave all the rest of the hunting camp quests for another day, because it's kind of busy work, but I just wanted those last 3 tokens. Because if you get 100 of them for the week, you can turn 100 in and get 500 embers of enchantment, and embers are nice for buying gear. Or for buying essences to slot into gear if you have embers coming out the ears.
Stay a moment.
Right, so knock out Tombs of Gondor Call. And again, because we've been goofing off and being stupid, I'm just going to set it to tier 10. I really don't go out into the moors much. I keep telling myself that one year I will actually set aside the time and make a creep and go play in the moors. I think I leveled the war leader character like through kind of the beginning intro stuff once. That's as far as I've gone with it. Landerval doesn't have much of a moors scene other than Friday nights. I hear good things about wargs. I hear good things about spiders. I know a lot of creep mains really love those 2 in particular. From what I gather, wargs are still good. Or at least people seem to like them. I do know that, what was it, last year or the year before when we got the Fool stuff back for the first time, man, I got eaten by so many wargs as a chicken out in the moors. Yeah, I know that there are a couple servers that have more of a regular moors scene, and that's not really a Landerval thing. There are some groups that will go out and actually organize it and, drum up a population, but a lot of times that happens on Friday nights, and Friday nights tend to be when our kin has one of our regular group nights to run dungeons and stuff. So if I went out there, okay, so storms are bad today. Oh, that's wicked. Just all wargs. Yeah. The other year, either last year or the year before, whichever year it was. No, it was last year. I think it was last year. When it was the first year they'd brought back the April Fool's event, and you could do the chicken run out in the moors for the Fool title. They brought it back again this year, which is really cool because it had been like a 1 year and done thing for, forever. For a long while, there was just a line of wargs that were hiding in the bushes outside the destination in the moors. So there would just be this whole flock of us on chickens that were getting almost to the end. And just all of a sudden, out of the bushes, just a pack of wargs would decimate us all. It was hilarious. And so it actually ended up being that a lot of people hopped on Freeps and went and played guard. Like a lot of people who had the title from years and years ago, the first time it was done, so they didn't need to do chicken runs on their characters. A bunch of people came out and basically cleared that area of wargs so that we could all run like our lobies or new characters through and finish the run to get the title. Probably the most active that the Moors has been on Landy in years. But yeah, one of these days I will actually like properly do the Moors thing, but from what it seems like, got two storms right on top of each other, a lightning and a protection. Game, you are sending me mixed messages. But from what it seems like, you kind of have to go through like an intro now in your creep character to do the learn how the creep side works. And it seems like that might be longer than I want to put into that part of it necessarily. So it would probably be one of those things where I would have to just take an evening or two and get a creep through all of that kind of stuff and then properly start playing it. Right, last thing left is the Warmonger, and he's gonna get Murder of Crows. Still one of my favorite skills in the game. I miss Sick'em, but Murder of Crows is just so much fun. Yeah, from what I gather, Ark has some Moors Nights, but I don't think that the scene overall in most scenes is really jumping. Well, sure, dude. It also might be the fact that I put like an hour into the whole like doing the creep tutorial on that character. That very well may have been the end of it, and I just, was impatient. And it also may have been completely optional. Or at least most of it. I was mostly just following the breadcrumbs and figuring out how the creep side worked.
What can I do for you?
Okay, let's see. Tier chest. I know I got a delving chest. Where are you? There you are. Did I get anything good in the delving chest? Man, I am not winning on delving chests today. I got 40 delving writs and a delving box of crafting materials. Oh well. But before I do anything else, I have got to open up some of these crafting material chests and get some stuff pulled out of them because they are starting to stack up. Cass, what's the haps, man? I'm just running some weeklies on my lore master here, trying to get some rappers done. Probably gonna hop on the champ later. I don't know if people are on and doing anything. It didn't look like anybody had stuff planned. Yeah, I kind of wondered if that might be the case. It did seem like it was kind of a slow wind up. But it is something that at some point in time I want to do, because I've been telling myself for a long time that I would just want to go see how that half lives. Oh, right on. Hopefully it wasn't as cold this time as it was last time, because I remember last time you were saying that it was chilly. I'm basically just doing the cheap and easy ones. Oh, nice. That's much better. So I was doing stuff like out of Bloody Eagle, I just ran a Taste for Crab, Beast of Belphilus, and Natural Disaster. I came out to Andrath and I just finished up running Tombs of Gondor Call, because this is another one where when you're getting warmed up, or you're kind of looking to up tier and do something a little bit more difficult than you usually do, Tombs of Gondor Call is a great one to run. But I've been goofing off and being silly and doing them on tier 10. Just to see if I can. I mean, I know I can, but it's more a question of, do I need to actually pay attention while I'm doing them at tier 10? And by the way, Cass, if you do hop on and run any of the Delvings, today the malices that we're getting in them are not bad at all. So if you've got any Delvings left that you need to run, today's a good day to do them. Oh yeah, are you still rocking yellows and switching out to purples? Let me know if you need stuff.
Might I have a word with you?
No, I don't want to do Mother of Wolves. I want to do Among the
Might I have a word with
Watchtowers.
you?
Yeah, let me know if you need stuff, and I can see what I can whip up for you. And what the hell? We'll finish out the round on tier 10 as well here. This is going to be a little bit more crowded than the other ones I was doing, but it should be fine. Everything should be fine. Yeah, the 150 writs to get an essence box is a really, really good deal, because that is cheap as hell. I get a lot of essence boxes just from running these Delvings, and from doing the Umbar dungeons on solo. So I tend to have just a lot of these hanging around. And which Delving did you do at 9? Did I just lose my token? Nope. Okay, that was just a weird lighting effect is all. Because the different Delvings definitely have, some of them are way harder to up tier than others. Oh, a cut above sucks. A cut above is a terrible one to. A cut above is the Corsair camp, isn't it? Yeah, that one is a bad one to run at a higher tier, if as a first one to start trying to run higher tiers on, because there is very little you can do. The tree one, so a natural disaster where it's the Horns. That one is not bad to up tier as long as lightning storm. Yeah, that one is not bad to up tier as long as you have good Cat, why did you take that path? You just walked right past those guys and got yourself killed. Well, okay, so that didn't go to plan. Yeah, yep, that'll happen. Good ones to... Am I stuck on something or is this lag? Nope, this is just lag. Good ones to run at a higher tier when you're looking to see if you can move up a tier and like kind of test out. Beast of Belphilus is a good one because it's even more controllable than Natural Disaster is in terms of how many enemies you want to get at a time. And Tombs of Gondor Call, that one and Nettenglade are great delvings to pick when you want to try running something harder than you have been to see how it's going to go. And the reasons for that are because you are almost completely in control of how many enemies you're going to fight and when you're going to fight them in all of those. Whereas some of the other ones, the delving kind of picks for you how many enemies you're going to fight and when you're going to run into them and how many at a time it's going to be. That's when you get into trouble a lot of the time. Okay, so unlike the nice healing and protection storms I was getting in earlier delvings, I am definitely getting the lightning and nasty storms in this one's, it seems like. Okay, so as soon as I finish this one, let me show you a great spot to find delvings. Oh yeah, the one that went weird on us. What I wonder about with that one is if it's because Jimmy originally started it and we had to leave because it bugged, and then took us back in, and I had to start it because I still had an emerald, but I wasn't the group lead, maybe. Seriously, put a storm right in front of the door? Jerk, game. Jerk. So I wonder if the fact that I had to start it, but I wasn't the group lead, might have been why it bugged. But again, no bugs in Lotro. it should only be the person who's starting it. At least in my experience. I've not run a ton of them in groups like that, but I've definitely done a whole handful, and only one person has needed to do the thing. And we've had people in there who that was their first time running any of it. So I think that was more just it being glitched because we had to go in, then back out, then back in, and have somebody else start it. That's gonna be my guess. Which is a bummer, because it really would have been nice to get that complete for everybody. Let's see, nobody in there. Alright, I've just got a couple more of these guys to kill and a couple barrels to place. And that was not a bad delving storm, so I don't have to worry about it. Busy man. Okay, one more barrel black powder and then I am the heck out of here. And I'll have my 10 for the week done. Yeah, last night, D-Man, Snore, and I got Streets Tier 4 done. It was a bit of a slog. It was our first time running that. But we got some good gear out of that and a quick Isle Tier 3. And we we did the Isle Tier 3 just as a palate cleanser from slogging through streets.
What do you need?
Like, okay, we finished that, and now we're gonna go beat up on something else that used to be hard.
Hello.
Okay, so nothing really good from my delving chest there, but that was the last one I needed to move advancing into darkness on, or delve into darkness along. Alright, so let's see. I think this is still going to be on cooldown because this character doesn't have fast travel. Yeah.
How do you do?
Alright, so let me bounce out here real quick. Yeah, and as much as I want to do Tier 5, I don't think as a group we're ready for it yet. I think we still got stuff that needs. Yeah, it was Streets of Rahubak. Streets.
Greetings, friend.
Okay, so let's see. From here, we should go to Hearn. I always forget the route I need to take here. Yeah, so as much as I want to get leading the charge done, still got to get to the point where we're solid on Tier 4, and we ain't there yet. That's one of the 3-mans. That's the one that that has all the fire bosses in it, where you're chasing the guy through the streets.
Greetings, friend.
Andrath. Okay, so this is the place I want to go. So, if you're looking for missions to run as Delvings, this spot right here is Andrath. So it's up here basically in the in like the northwest of Cardolan. So if you're coming from Bree, if you head south along this kind of offshoot path here, it leads through the bandit camp, where there's all those like low teens quests that'll send you out to the bandit camp. Andrath is right through that, so you know at 150, obviously you can just walk right past that, right through them, and come get this travel point here. The guy here will sell you
How can I be
return to Andrath, along with the other Before the Shadow missions, once you have done a few of them and have the marks to do so. But other than that, there's a stable master here where you can get to from West Bree. And the missions that are here rotate daily. So basically there's like 3 sets of missions, and each day you get one of the sets. The 2 that are the great to knock out easy ones are this one here, the Tombs of Gondor Call, because it is entirely solo mobs. You basically, it's a series of tombs on a hill, and each tomb has a like a white guardian, either a melee or an archer, and you go up to each one and fight them there, and then you fight the big guy at the hill, like at the very top. So it is all single pulls. You don't have to worry about any mobs doing like puddles on top of each other or anything like that. So Tombs of Gondor Call is a great one when you want to try going up to a harder difficulty and just kind of, you know, see, are you there yet? Another one that comes from Andrath some days is a mission called Nettenglade. That is also a great one because there's only a couple of places in it where you have to fight more than one enemy at a time in there. And the only places where you have to fight more than one enemy, they're not going to be signatures. It might be one signature spider and a little spider, or it might be 2 little spiders, but you're not going to have multiple signature mobs at the same time in Nettenglade to fight. So it really is a great one to like step up to. So this camp here has a couple of just awesome step up missions to run as Delvings. Alright, so I am going to stash this character's gear. Yes, I know, game. I'm trying to do this too quickly. It's getting mad at me because I'm trying to throw things into shared storage faster than it can handle it. Huh? We'll get you there. You know, piece by piece. Well, actually, I'm just gonna head back to my home and log out there. This gives me a chance to see if my, okay, I did grab my ingredient crates. Yeah, and that's just kind of how it goes, is you chip away at a piece here, a piece there, and then, you know, upgrade, upgrade essences, and then when you've got that all done, you can do harder stuff, and the harder stuff lets you get the slightly better pieces, and you replace that piece, then you redo the essences in it. It's a never-ending cycle. Okay, character select screen, please catch up. Yeah, there's definitely some times when there are some purples that are just really good stats. So sometimes it is absolutely better to save your embers or whatever else for something else and just keep using your purples until something better drops. Yeah, I have a few character slots, although I've seen people who have a lot more than I do. So I don't feel quite so bad. I know that there are people who have, because I think accounts max out at what, 46? And I know there are people who have 46 characters on an account and then more on an alt account. So I am not the worst for that.
Will you give me a moment of your time, friend? What can I do for you?
I know I was coming up on needing to refresh that, so I figure I'm just going to do that here. All right, now what I'm not sure of is what all I've done on the champ today. Okay, so I've done the arena solo, which means I still need to do the other two. But I don't know if I really have any wrappers I still need to do. It does not look like it. It looks like kind of all my stuff is done, and I just out of habit clicked the absolute wrong teleport there. This page? The just the quest log or something else? I don't remember what I opened before the quest journal. Oh, I know what I opened before. This page here. So if you hit O for your social tab and go past, fellowing friends, kinship, and raid, there's the raid locks. This is where you see if you've got any chests that you can't get again for the day from a dungeon, or how many good pulls you have left for the 3-man and 6-man stuff. So, for example, here until the weekly reset, I've got 3 more common pulls from the tier 2 arena first boss chest. I've got 2 more from the arena tier 1 chests. Here's my tier 3 from the various streets and aisle chests. And here's the tier 4 streets chests. Kind of keeping track of how many more pulls you have left before you get down into junk loot from the different group instances. And also you can see the ones, because some dungeons, like a lot of the solo ones, rather than having the weekly kind of decaying loot, you get to open them once per day. So you can see in here, the only ones I have locked on solo are the arena chest, so I can still do streets and aisle solo if I want to. Yeah, this is a really, really useful one for coming in and seeing like, oh crap, what do I still have left that I can run? Let's see. I was gonna check out Halrax, because I do not remember if I did the island protos on this character on my lunch break or not. So I'm gonna take a quick peek out there. I think I did, but I don't know.
Fair winds to you.
Oh, apparently I did not. Sweet. Hey, I just click around and shit until I find stuff. And hopefully get to show it to other people so that they don't have to have all of the hard-learned stupidity that I've had. Why didn't anybody tell me about these things? Well, did you look for them? No? Dang it. But I didn't even know they were there to look for. I have no idea what gear I have on this character right now. I think I'm still wearing a lot of tank gear in my DPS spec, but I am just going to call that good. Dude, that has been me at so many different phases in this game where I've been like, okay, I finally got a handle on things. I think I'm good at the game. I think I know stuff. What the hell is this? I don't know anything. That has been me at so many different points in this game. So you are 100% not alone there. Alright, so I'm pretty sure that bird is stealthing up to the crab. I'm gonna let him do his thing. Seriously, beast? Of course, I also wonder if the Berg is waiting for me to attack the crab first. Oh, Berg went in anyway. Good. Because I was busy being distracted. There were other crabs to kill. Alright, so now I'm also starting to wonder. I cleared out a bunch of my reward track stuff a couple days ago when I was reworking some LIs. So the big question is, how bad is my non-collected rewards still? I'm wondering what the number is looking like and just how ugly it is. So after I do these protos and turn it in, I'm gonna take a guess to see what my current number is. And then I'm gonna see how far off I am. Poor bird. He has a burglar and a red champ. He's just having a bad day here. Yeah, the death where the feathers just explode out is, it's a little over the top and kind of awesome. It's even better if it has Murder of Crows ticking on it when it dies, because you get the crows from Murder of Crows flying up and away, and it's flopping down and spewing feathers as it dies. It's just, it is something special. Oh, yep, my burglar buddy is on this guy. Like it's because it has reveal weakness. Why do these giant mobs always want to stand on top of you? Like, come on, hitboxes exist for a reason, game. Alright, so the big question is, after I turn in these bounty board quests, and I don't remember how many boxes I pulled the other day, am I going to be over or under 200 boxes remaining? Oh, the green circle, this is a plugin. This is one of my absolute favorite I do not want to play without it plugins. Like, I could, if I had to, I could play without buff bars, I can play without my top bar and gear up and things like that. But the one I never want to not have is called Mouse Finder. Mouse Finder is my absolute favorite thing ever because the cursor in Lotro just gets lost. So you can play around with showing it only in combat, how far it needs to fade, what color you set it to. I set it to something bright and obnoxious, obviously. I love this plugin so much.
Greetings, kind traveler. Greetings, kind traveler. It is a fine day indeed. Hoy.
Yep, highly recommend. I do wish that it was a plugin you could get in the Lotro plugin compendium tool, so that it could be, on the list there and kept up to date. But it hasn't been updated in years. It just works generally, so it's not that big of a deal. All right, opens the boxes here. I try and mix what my different characters get crafting wise between ore and logs. I'm pretty sure it's not in the what's the tool called? The plugin compendium. No, I don't think you can install it from there. I'm pretty sure you have to go to Lotro interface and directly download it and toss it into your plugins folder from there. Not everything it might be, but I seem to remember it being one of the things that's not in the compendium. Let's see, I'm looking in compendium right now. Oh, you know what? It might actually be in compendium because it's not reading gray, it's reading as white. Yeah, you might be able to find it in the plugin compendium. Okay, so I've turned in the bounty board quests. So now the real question is, on my legendary items reward track, when I scroll all the way into the post 100 numbers, and I look at how many of just the generic boxes after the level 100 stuff I have to claim, am I going to be over or under 200? I'm afraid to look a little bit. So in the meantime, I'm going to open some more of these crafting boxes. Because this really is just a sign of how badly have I been ignoring this and not emptying it. And of course, this is after a couple days ago, I pulled out, I want to say 30 or 40 boxes because I needed to get a bunch of ancient script to redo some traceries on my LIs. So I have at least cleared it up through the end and into the junk boxes, but it's still gonna be looking ugly in there. Okay, so let's see. All the way to the right. 193. I am not over 200 again. Yet. A little bit. I am almost to 194, but I am still at a completely normal, reasonable level of boxes I still have to claim. Yeah. That's what I'm going to say. I might play this game too much. Yeah, and the really sad thing there is I have several bank alts that when the track is nearing the end, I just log on a bank alt and clear out all of these coffers of legendary items so that I don't lose them. And then I forget which bank alt has them. So I have at least a couple of bank alts that probably have 40 or 50 of these at this point, because I was looking around at some of my alt characters the other day and realized I have a ton of boxes. So I haven't even used up my boxes from last LI track, and this one is under 30 days left. I think I need to just break down and spec out a whole bunch of LIs for characters or something. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. So the old LIs, it depends on what LI, are they actual old LIs, or are they things like the scrolls and upgrade pieces? Because at this point in time, for sure, old unidentified LIs, like the ones that you were saving to get identified at a Relic Master, those are just junk. You cannot do anything with an old system unidentified LI. You used to be able to turn those in for some ancient script, but that is something that's been taken out of the game. That was a hey, you've got a year or whatever to transfer the old stuff over to the new system, whatever the time frame was. if you've got stuff like the old empowerment scrolls and crystals and things like that. Oh, the old crafting mats. So the only thing that those are good for, and what I'm going to say is hang on to those. If you can find somebody who still has the crafting recipes to make the old first age legendaries, a lot of people, if you could find and put together somebody who can make the old first age legendaries and get all the mats together onto a character, a lot of people still like those LIs as cosmetic items. Oh, dang. D-Man just got an awesome gold tracery out of one of his coffers. Like, literally the perfect for him tracery. Heraldry of the Mending Bear. About an equal split might and vitality and 20,000's outgoing healing rating, plus it counts as one of the outgoing healing word of craft, I want to say. Word of craft, yeah, it counts as one of the set pieces. Yeah, that is like literally the perfect pull for him as a healing Beorne. Like, that is tailor-made. Which I am not going to complain about because, again, most of the time, D-Man's my healer, so anything that gears my healer up, I am all in favor of. You know? Come on, all you guys bunch up for me. There you go. Took you long enough. Man, I had to convince those guys to come join the group. Okay, come here, you oversized ape. I am literally just here to kill you and collect embers. Over 2 on chests having anything for me to melt for embers, which is a bummer. But if nothing else, I'm getting Umbari Tam for my next weekly, and I'm getting some of these just +1 runes, which I will use for somebody else's LI. So next time I need to level up somebody's LI and level up all the tracery slots on it, I've just got a ton of these runes stashed at this point from running all of these. Alright, just one big bird and then we're done here. Hi, bird. You have to wait for the bird to land. For me to do like one swing of damage before he goes into his next phase and goes invulnerable for a second and clears off any debuffs or bleeds or anything else I have on him because he's an absolute jerk that way. Still the stupidest design of having him go green bar when he does that transition. Come on. I got at least one piece to turn into embers, so it wasn't all bad. It's kind of annoying just because even on the solo version, that last boss just hates melee. So, you know, it does still have all of the mechanically annoying things from the group version in the solo version. It's just everything in there has significantly less morale. So I'm going to stash some of the gear that I don't really use on this character anymore. Let's see. Oh, apparently I'm wearing my tanking chest piece, or I'm wearing a tanking chest piece. What do I want to put away? I still got to take a look at this and see if this is going to be a better tanking chest piece. I'm not sure. Probably not. That's Pauldron's of the Lion. Alright, so we'll toss that in. That. Junk bracers. Earring of the Hawk. Alright, all that should be enough. I just want to make sure that I have enough gear to actually put on my captain and have at least most of the gear slots filled. Because I'm pretty sure I still have some dungeons that I need to run on the Cappy. I don't think I have done all 6 for the week yet, because I have been sadly neglecting it. Yeah, I saw you were in the 130s, so you're cruising along on that guy. I think my mini is at 140 right now. I leveled him through Gundabad, and I parked him to take a bit of a break, and I haven't gone back yet. Yeah, Redline Mini is just silly. Like, the amount of damage they can put out is ridiculous. I think they're a little overtuned right now, to be honest, because I have heard a lot of groups saying that they bring Redline Minstrels in filling DPS slots in groups. Like, not, okay, well, I guess one of us can DPS, the Minstrel can go Redline, but does anybody have a Redline Minstrel they can bring as DPS type? They do a lot of damage. So I do wonder if that's going to get tuned down at some point in time. Or if everything else will be tuned up to at least meet their level. Okay, so I have some gear on the captain, just not a lot. Okay, I don't know if I want to bind those yet. The hell was I doing on this character last time I played? Alright, so I at least have some gear over here. Gauntlets, shoulders. First big circular area, so let's see, where is... Which map section is Gundabad in? Gundabad. So this, like this area here in Matugard? Because that's kind of the, yeah, where you've got the, you've come in through the front gates, and so you've done the little camp here where the kind of first quests lead out of. Yeah, so I think after there is Deep's Crave, if I remember right. I really like Gundabad. I had a... yeah, you make your way all around in that area, but the next zone you go into, like, level and story-wise, I think goes from Matugard to Deep's Crave. I really like Gundabad. I had a ton of fun in there. It's one of the places that I have played through the story multiple times. Don't get me wrong, I love Moria. I think Gundabad is better, and it kills me to say it. Let's see. Yeah, we'll do Pristine Keen because that is better than Remembered Rivals. I know I don't have a cloak. I should have some boots. Yep, we'll do that. I don't even care. They don't have essences in them. I'm just going to be running Ancient Daring of the Hawk. Again, probably without essences. Whatever. Parroting. Yep, those are both the same. Ha. Bracers. Do I have any bracers? Need 2 rings, so that'll be you and you. And I got a pair of bear bracers. That'll do. There we go. Most of the gear set. There's a lot of stuff that they just kind of cram into the game. It's like, hey, let's drop little lore tidbits and stuff in, and that's the type of stuff like the deep Tolkien nerd is beyond me, but I do recognize a lot of it when I see it. Where it's just like, I see what you did there. I'll go to Bloody Eagle first. Okay, so what wrappers does this character have to do? Oh my god, I've only done 1 of 6 of the Umbar instances. Okay, so that's bad. That is way behind. I've only done 3 of 10 of the high tier Delvings, so I am definitely not going to have that ready to knock out by the time the wrapper resets.
May the seas be calm and the winds fair.
And I only have 20 TAM, so I'm also not going to finish that. I have been sadly neglecting this character, apparently. I think it's because I've been playing the champ so damn much. But let's do a quick arena. Get all the talky stuff here started.
I am Lotro, hunter of the air, commander of the
I mean, yeah, I am not unbiased in agreeing with that opinion. Like, we all know that, right?
On this auspicious occasion, you have the honor to test your strength, meet justice upon the condemned, and earn the adulation of our people.
Yeah, Snora's just, we gotta work on her staying alive. I do not know what it is, but she dies a lot. But we did get her a couple of really nice earrings in the Isle run that we did last night after we finished up the Tier 4 streets. So she actually now has a couple of those best in slot teal earrings, which is good. She had been in precision stance, but she doesn't draw it. Her issue isn't drawing aggro. Like, she does not rip stuff off of me unless she just shoots before I've even engaged. It's she dying to, you know, area effects and environmental stuff is what kills her most of the time. She was in red line primarily. She did switch to blue line and using strength of or using the what's the like earth stance? I totally don't remember the name of it. where your quick shot heals you. When we finished it, so that she had the extra healing coming in during the last boss fight. But previously, I think she'd been running Redline and Precision Stance, if I remember right. But she, you know, our deaths are not generally due to lost aggro. Like, not for nothing, but I tend not to lose aggro unless I'm just literally ignoring a mob in the groups we run. Like, unless I am just absolutely, completely ignoring a ranged mob, and then it's usually going to be eating D-Man, because he's the healer. I just, like, the amount of threat, the amount of AoE threat I generate on my normal tanking build is kind of silly. It's to the point where I stopped, where I was dropping defense in favor of just building extra offense. Okay, so our second today is the Lore Master. So she's a clothy, which means a couple of good crits should take her out. And Rothog at the end. And I'm not going to stand in front of the cleave. Hint, hint to any DPS. When the boss is doing cleave, you don't stand in front of the boss. Oh yeah, the Captain Burglar combo. That can be a nasty one. Yeah, if you don't watch out and get the gamble cleansed off of you as soon as you notice it on there, that can tick down and just absolutely ruin your day. And again, like, especially just on the solo like this, once you get your gear up to a certain level and you're pretty good to go. Oh, come on! I'm just gonna stand in the septic cloud. Once you get your gear up to a certain point in there, you can pretty much just, walk through it and wallop them, and we'll get you there. No. So, Cleanse has, and this is unfortunate because there are different terminologies that we use interchangeably. Most of the time, most players, if they're saying cleanse, even though some of the cleanse corruption skills actually are things like my captain's cleanse corruption here, if we say cleanse, that's usually referring to stuff like muster courage here on the captain, or on the champion, it's fear nothing, which is the one that removes effects from you. So usually most of the time will say things like cleanse, meaning cleanse yourself, or remove corruptions, being the offensive abilities we use that remove the corruptions from the enemy, their buffs. So unfortunately the terminology is not 100% like clear and locked down, so you will see it said multiple ways. But most of the time, if somebody's talking about cleansing, and they just say cleanse, they're usually talking about fixing yourself. And man, you can tell that I've been playing the champ a lot because I keep trying to use my keyboard shortcut for my fervor builder at the start of these combats here. I'm like, okay, why is Alt 1 not doing anything? Oh, because I'm not on my champion. Alt 1 is literally a dead key combo at the moment with this character and build. That's a sign that maybe I've been playing the champ a little bit too much. Yeah, I have some things like, for example, right here where I have Blade Brother on my captain here. That's where I have Battle Frenzy on my champ. So that's in the alt row of keys, and it's the first one there. So Alt 1 is the keybind for it, and so. You know, normally when I am starting off a fight, the first thing I do is I get Battle Frenzy rolling on the champ. So I got that fervor building, and I keep trying to reach for it here. And you know, not only is it am I not on my champ, but because I'm in solo stance on the captain, that is a keybind that literally does nothing because it's the Blade Brother. Good. Why is this my Oathbreaker archer? What in the hell? That should be inconceivable. Okay. Whatever. That was very weird. It was just summoning literally the wrong herald. I was wondering why I had an Oathbreaker out. Lotro be Lotro. Speaking of oath breakers, gonna get oath breakers out on this guy. Remember well after the fact to actually use time of need like I should have been from the beginning, because I'm an idiot. Okay, fine, you're gonna do that. I'm gonna drop a banner on you, jerk. Be that way. It still cracks me up that for this they basically just like reused the Woe of the Willow doors and just made them huge. One of those things of don't think I don't see what you did there. Of course, it also does make sense that I know for... Oh, kick, there we go. Again, for doing the dungeons and a lot of the stuff in Umbar, you know, rushed and limited resources, so it doesn't surprise me that they recycled some stuff where they could, especially given the fact that they built a whole new, you know, whole new textures and models for a lot of the rest of it. I'm not going to fault them. I'm just going to laugh at it a little bit when I see the I know what that is. Pull of trash, and then I've got the big bird, and hopefully he's less of a jerk to me this time than he was to my champ. Let's see, have I even eaten any food? I don't think I have food going. I should eat some food. Oh, that is too early for me, man. That is too early for me. And you were up that early hanging drywall too? Good grief. Although, I mean, if you do drywall, I got some work for you here. Yeah, you start to consider, like, okay, I need to find a job so I don't have to work so hard. Is that the point you're at? That's when you know stuff has gone sideways. I think we'll do Noble Mark on this guy, although he's going to shrug it off. I'm not going to bother. Because he's going to go green in just a second here. There we go. Now I should actually have some time. And it's going to park that cyclone right on top of himself. Like, just come on. Again, Standing Stone just hates melee players. because this guy wipes his debuffs every time he goes green bar. Of course. At this point, the bleeds on the archer should kill him. If the archer's not stunned, because the game hates melee. Alright, so I'm going to bounce out of here. And then what I'm going to go do real quick is, I think this character has Andrath. Yeah. So, I know I was talking about the missions out of Andrath and the Tombs one. If you haven't done that one or haven't seen it, Cass, this is the one that I'm going to be running right now to kind of show you, like, this is one of my go-to easy missions, is Tombs of Gondor Call.
Could I speak with you a moment?
So I'm going to pop in here real quick. Just so the, let's see, do I have a token on? I don't have a token on. So I'm just going to set this one to tier 10. So basically the way this is laid out is it's one of these tomb mounds, and each of these little kind of mini tomb entrances has a guardian. So the awesome thing here is that you just do these guys one at a time. So whether it's, you know, puddles of fire on the ground, or, you know, whatever the day's, you know, junk is, all of these guys here are single mobs, you know, so a single pull at a time. And you choose when you go to each one. You have complete control over the pace and the pulls in here. So I don't have to pull this next one until I'm all the way healed up from fighting the one I just did. If you need to wait for any cooldowns to be ready, you don't engage in the next pull until it's on your terms. So this one is the absolute greatest one to, like, dip your toes into doing a harder, higher tier delving, just to see how things are. Tombs. Tombs is the one to do. Lightning storm. I'm just gonna dip out of that. What's up, Poteen? Welcome back in, man. How's your power been holding? Man, I got a whole handful of storms there. The healing storm is healing the lightning storm. I love that. That absolutely cracks me up, that the storms in here, when you're running the tier 9 and above delvings and they have the epic malices, actually interact with one another. All right, so... But yeah, Cass, so you can see why I like this one so much for running harder stuff, because basically, you know, nothing is forcing your hand in here. You get to do this totally at your own pace, all single pulls. 2 Delving Storms spawned right on top of my fight there, and they were both Delving Storms of protection. For a second, I thought that was going to be double Lightning Storms and just try and eat me. Now, the stuff like the Delving Storms that are spawning in here, these don't actually start coming until, I believe, tier 9 and above, where you get the epic Delving Malices. And the Storms are one potential item there, and it's Storms today. They put that in a little while ago, where the high-level Delvings have new twists in addition to the regular Delving Malices. Alright, so all 14 of the normal whites have been killed, which just leaves the big guy up top, and he's kind of hanging out at his big obelisk up here. The Gondor Call Warmonger. And I'm going to send the archer in on him to start. Give it a mark. Throw down a banner. Throw down some Oathbreakers, and then get this guy dead. And tier 10 Delving, knocked out, nice and easy. And of course, a lightning and a healing storm spawn right there at the end. Ah, sigh. And let's see.
What do you
mean? Did I get anything good in my delving chest? Man, my day is not going good for delving loot. Once again, delving writs and a box of crafting materials, which, don't get me wrong, I like getting the boxes of crafting materials because I do use them, but it would be really nice to get a few pieces of loot, stuff like that. Ah, well, at least it went smooth, so there's that. Right, so let's take a look here. It is 8 o'clock, so I got started early. I'm going to go ahead and... Yeah, I know. Tier 10, you're just like, can you give me something? Like, can you guarantee it's not going to be just crafting mats? It's kind of a bummer, right? Let us see who is on and doing stuff. Oh, awesome. So Chris of Duke is on and playing Lotro. He is another Landerval player. So let's go yell at Chris. Yeah, I'm going to crash out pretty shortly here too.